She is one of the most popular entertainers of the past 20 years. She has one of the most recognizable voices in music. And yet there is much about this highly talented woman the public has yet to discover.
I'm a Christian every day, and that's the way I live my life. I can't think of a more positive message than to share with people what the Lord means to me in my daily life. I want my life and the way I live it to be the Lord shining through me and people wondering what makes her different. It is a bold message, but it's a very important message for me to make.
The year was 1967. An obscure musical group recorded a song called Up, Up and Away, and that was enough to send the Fifth Dimension straight to the top. Well, after all the Grammys and gold records, the group disbanded some 15 years ago, and they haven't played together since. That is until now.
The reunion of the Fifth Dimension served to underscore the great popularity of the group, which featured Marilyn's vocals on classic songs like Wedding Bell Blues and One Less Bell to Answer. She and husband Billy Davis Jr. followed their success in the Fifth Dimension with hits of their own, like You Don't Have to Be a Star, which continued their string of Grammy Awards. She also launched a successful acting career on stage, film, and television, and hosted the phenomenally successful Solid Gold. Yet in the midst of all her popularity, Marilyn discovered that she still hadn't found true happiness.
All of this fame and notoriety, really, what did it all amount to? And I started realizing that it didn't mean a whole lot. And over the months, as I kind of analyzed my life, I started realizing that there was a void in my life. And this didn't make sense to me because how could I have a void? I mean, I've been successful, I've had hit records, I mean, we were living in a beautiful home, I have a wonderful husband and a family who supported me like crazy. And I felt like having a void just means that you're just ungrateful. I mean, what more could you possibly want?
That question would soon be answered by Marilyn's close friend and pastor's wife, Bunny Wilson.
So that particular night, Bunny was talking to me and she said, you know, Marilyn, you will know about needing the Lord in your life when you start experiencing this void, where you'll feel like no matter what you have, there's a little void that's there. And she said that, and I said, how does she know about that void? I haven't told anybody about this. How does she know about that? And so I said to Bunny, I said, Bunny, tell me a little bit more about that void. Well, she knew.
Marilyn soon accepted the Lord, and gradually her career began to reflect her new life.
My first Christian recording was with my husband, Billy Davis Jr., on his album, Let Me Have a Dream, which was produced by James Cleveland. My second experience was with Steve Archer. This is the first time I met Chris Christian, who ended up producing the Me Knowbody Knows. And Chris came to me and asked me if I would be interested in doing a duet with Steve Archer. It was a song called Safe. I heard the song and I liked it a lot, and Steve and I recorded it, and it ended up being #1 on the Christian charts.
And at that point, I just really wanted to know if if she wanted to do a solo project, and she said no at that time, but I'm glad she finally changed her mind, and it felt like it was time for her to share her faith. It was quite an honor to be involved with Marilyn and with her management team and with her husband, Billy Davis Jr., and putting together what we feel like are 10 really strong songs that have a strong message.
The first single released from the record was the Christian Research Report's #1 song for the week of September 2nd, the title cut from the album, The Me Knowbody Knows. In support of the record, Marilyn has made appearances at the Christian Booksellers Convention, the Christian Artist Seminar in Estes Park, and in countless media interviews.
I'm disturbed by the lyrics that are out there that kids are hearing today that are just so negative. I feel like we need to counteract that with positive lyrics. I can't think of a more positive message than to share with people what the Lord means to me in my daily life, and to kind of let other people know about Him.
With her across-the-board acceptance throughout the entertainment world, Marilyn finds herself able to carry the message of a song like Warrior for the Lord to audiences who might not ordinarily hear Christian music.
I kind of feel like my calling is as a fifth columnist. if you know what I mean by that. The fifth columnists in the Second World War were a group of, they were like spies. They went out and they infiltrated the public, as it were, and tried to plant their own thoughts among these people. And I feel like that's my calling.
And so, throughout her highly visible walk, Marilyn McCoo has become an emissary for the powerful Christian message of love and hope.
I am a Christian, and I am in the secular market, and I feel like the Lord has placed me there for a very special reason, that we have to be throughout the world, and we have to touch people in different ways. And we want, the most important thing is we want for people to look at us and wonder how we are different.
I take the sword of the Spirit in my hand.